This is WFYI News Now. It's Thursday, February 5th, and I'm Sarah Neal-Estes. Here are today's Central Indiana and statewide stories. Former Indiana Congressman Lee Hamilton died Tuesday at his Bloomington home. The moderate Democrat was a force in Congress. He chaired the House Committees on Intelligence and Foreign Affairs and helped investigate the Iran-Contra scandal and the September 11th attacks. He was later an active political columnist and a professor at Indiana University. IU's Hamilton Lugar School of Global and International Studies bears his name. Indiana lawmakers are considering an anti-doxing bill. Doxing is posting someone's private or identifying information online with a harmful intent. It comes after numerous lawmakers were targeted during the redistricting debate in December. Miriam Dad testified on behalf of the Anti-Defamation League, which supports the measure. She says Americans surveyed by ADL report high rates of online harassment.
Hate and extremism are on the rise, and digital spaces are not immune.
But Republican Chris Jeter worries the bill is too broad and that a person's name could be the only information needed to qualify as doxing.
So if I post Mayor Smith is a terrible mayor and has policies that are hurting our community and someone should stop him, and then the next day some psychopath goes and hurts him, the only thing left to be litigated, I guess, is my intent.
Overall, the bill has bipartisan support, and it would establish doxing as a Class A misdemeanor. If the person targeted experienced injury or death, the charge is upgraded to a felony. And a bill currently making its way through the State House would allow public defenders to live outside the county in which they work. Caroline Beck reports.
The bill removes the statewide requirement that public defenders must live in the same county where they work. It seeks to address a shortage in Marion County that local officials were unable to resolve through the council last year. Chief Public Defender for Marion County, Ray Casanova, says the change could help them recruit quality candidates.
The current residency requirement that we are under limits the pool of qualified candidates at a time when Indiana, like much of the country, is facing a shortage of attorneys willing to do indigent defense work.
The measure would allow public defenders to live in any surrounding counties. It passed out of the House without opposition. I'm Caroline Beck at the State House.
And for our final story today, Indiana's youth vote is lower than the national average. Nonprofit Recenter Indiana surveyed adults aged 18 to 24 who registered to vote but did not vote in the 2024 general election. Most named affordability as their top issue. 80% say they don't trust the federal government. 65% say they don't trust the state government. And the majority say they do not think their votes would influence the government's actions. A quarter say they have a positive view of the country's future. That's all for this episode of WFYI News Now. Our podcast is produced by Zach Bundy, with support from the news team at WFYI and public media journalists across the state. Kendall Antron produced our music, and if you liked today's episode, remember to subscribe and share. And follow WFYI on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube to get the latest updates from our newsroom anytime. Thank you for listening. We'll see you next time.